Was my bride price paid? Yes, it was. Was your bride price paid? Yes, it was. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are talking about bride price. Bride price. My name is Miss Alechi, and today we will be looking at bride price. What is bride price, and why is it necessary to pay bride price? A lot of people are saying it is. There's a lot of controversy going on about this issue of bride price. Recently, there was something by a very famous author on the internet saying it should be abolished, and it's like you're selling your daughters off, especially when it comes to some communities that have long lists and are scaring the men away with their long lists now that there's recession in Nigeria. And it brought a lot of controversies on the internet, and people were saying, okay, you that is talking, was your bride price paid? Yes, it was. Then if you must abolish it, tell your father to return your bride price. Funny, right? It's funny. But then, what am I really here to do? I want us to understand what bride price is. Bride price, mind you, is not the same thing as dowry. They look alike, slightly different. Okay? And so we'll be looking at them side by side, and then the necessities. Why is it necessary? Is it biblical? There are lots of questions. Is it biblical? Is it not tradition? It's just tradition and all whatnot. What is bride price? Like the name implies, it is the payment of a price, a certain price, depending on society or the community, in terms of money or property, that is paid by the bridegroom to the intended bride's family, or to the intended family he wants to marry into. That's a payment he has to make to marry for instance, you've seen a woman you want to marry, and you know this is the person I want to spend my the rest of my life with, and then you go off to see the family. You don't go empty. You go with the intention to marry, and you pay something. That's the bridegroom. That's the bridegroom. In some communities, it's the other way around. It's the woman that does it. Like in India, they pay a dowry. That's why I want to look at the difference between a bride price. Before now, it's being called bride wealth. And that's where that controversy comes. The way the child, the way the daughter, and according to what has been spent, or the amount of beauty that this girl has, or how far she's been trained. Maybe she's gone to the university and then she has a master's, PhD before she meets the husband to be, and then they weigh her, like the weigh in the balance sort of, and before they start negotiating, like you're pricing, I don't want to use a bad term, you're pricing meat, and you weigh the person in the balance. If the child has one eye, if the daughter has one eye, okay, you subtract something, or her leg is broken, or she's limping, you minus something from the price of a full-bodied, beautiful lady that has been trained in school will be higher than the price of a maimed person or a handicapped person. That's what I'm trying to explain. For some communities, that is how it is done. They begin to weigh in a balance, and before they know, how much. And then some communities have a certain price. For some it's 15 naira. I'm talking about Nigeria here, where I come from. For some it is more than that. For some it is 150,000. But biblically, bride price, or whatever you're supposed to give, is supposed to be from the man's heart, depending on what the man has to offer to the family where he wants to marry the woman from. It must not be fixed. It mustn't be fixed. So I don't know, but we are still going to be looking at it in depthly. Is it important? Is it biblical to pay bride price? Stay with me on this. My name remains Peace Alechi, and when we come back, we'll be looking at dowry, the difference between the bride price and dowry. Stay with me.